Hi. Wow, it's been 3 months or something, and it's been a while. I've been busy for the past few months, obviously, um, since I haven't been posting. I also have gotten myself out of the habit of doing that, so I was thinking about doing it again, but I've been just busy with being outside and in the world and integrating myself into it, so it's been awfully difficult for me to get myself back into that routine. But I may continue doing it. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this video, but I'd see if I'd get anything through my stream of consciousness for it to be of some significance. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I've been busy with two jobs. I've been working like 55 hours, 55 hours a week. Um, yeah. I'm working at a restaurant right now, and that's a lot for me at least, and that's 12 hours throughout the weekend, and then I work Tuesday to Friday. On my other job, that's like 10-hour shifts, so it's like, 40 hours. And then I work July 4th for 14 hours. Yeah, I don't know. It's been relatively exciting. It's just like I don't even know where to start because it's been so long. So I don't really know. Again, I knew this was going to happen because I'm just on the mood, and I just finished up with my shift today. And it was okay, I guess. I mean, it was just really busy because I came in at 11 today. So it was 11 to 5, and we were pretty much slammed as soon as I got there, and I don't know, it was really busy, and my brain is fried, and I'm not sure if I even have the energy to really say much right now. But yeah. Aside from that, a lot of things have happened. I don't even know if I'd be able to share it in one video, so it would be very difficult to really share every instance that has happened throughout the summer so far. But I've been very more social than usual and interactive with my environment. That's a weird way to say it, but that's how I speak sometimes. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Everything is okay. Everything's okay. I've been physically active as well. I've been running a lot just to get myself, just do some cardiovascular activity aside from walking. I think running is a lot better because you can implement HIIT. So I like doing that. Supposedly it's good. And I've read a little bit about it too. It's there's something called, what's it called? Mitochondrial biogenesis, supposedly, and it, running helps out with that. Mitochondrial biogenesis occurs when the cells need more mitochondria in its cytoplasm, I think. And how it does that is that when it's going through ATP production, it starts generating more mitochondria because it knows it needs more. And by ATP, phosphorylation, I think they call it, is the fastest energy transference mechanism in the body. So it's actually really good. And I think cold showers supposedly help out with increasing the amount of mitochondria in your cell. So I just thought that was interesting, and that means naturally you can transfer energy a lot faster in comparison to having less mitochondria in your cells, right? Because the more mitochondria, the more ATP phosphorylation processes it can go through. So I thought that was interesting, and that's why I started running. I have a decent reason for it. I'm not really much of a I'm not into the aesthetics or the cosmetics of the body, at least, or my outward presentation for like how my body looks exactly. But I wouldn't mind actually having an athletic build, so I'm thinking about going to the gym again. So that's another thing I'm planning on doing. I talked about this multiple times, but I just haven't bothered doing that yet. So yeah. There's that on the back burner as of now. I have just been going through quite a bit, and I've been trying to enjoy my summer. For the most part, I went to this Asian market last week, and I happened to have ran into it while I was on my way back from my park job. So I was over there for a bit, and I hung out, and there was people everywhere, and I'm naturally more open as well, so I tend to talk to people in public a lot more in comparison to how I was last summer. So I tend to like just talk to, whether it's like guys or girls or whatever. There are a few times where I try talking to girls every once in a while if I'm bored, or if I'm in the bus, or if I see somebody that's cute, I say something to them and I start chatting. Although I'm a little bit socially awkward, I still attempt to talk to girls and just people in general. So yeah, I mean, I do that from time to time. As of now, I wouldn't say I'm at my peak when it comes to general socialization, since my brain was fried from just being around people for the past 7 hours and having to communicate with them consistently, because in a kitchen job, you're supposed to stay in constant communication with pretty much the front and the back, so it's just it's quite a bit, and yeah. So yeah, that job is interesting, and I'm surprised I stuck through. I may just have that job for this summer still until probably September, October, or I may keep it until fall, or even until next summer, because I may want to get more hours from them, and I like it because I'm around a bunch of younger people. It's a little bit more demanding, of course, both cognitively, emotionally, and physically, but I would say it's good. It's a good experience, so I don't mind it. Yeah, so I mean, like, that's why I was thinking about replacing the other job that I've mentioned that I still am in. I think I've been kind of procrastinating on finding a replacement that's at least 30 hours. If I can find something that's at least 30 hours, then that would be great. Or even, I'd rather even say at most, because I work 10 hours at the restaurant job. So yeah, I've been looking for that, preferably just something different that's novel and just something that I would like to try out. I have a few things that I'm still looking at, and again, like, I've been so goddamn busy. It's been so hard to look for different positions out there that I can replace quickly. So yeah. Yeah. So aside from that, I say that a lot. Aside from that, I used to say that all the time in my other video logs too, but yeah. Everything's been good for the most part. So I've been trying to stay as optimistic as possible. I've been using different forms of drug consumption as a, what do they call it? Medicinal. It is weed. It's marijuana, but it's like CBD. It's like the oil you get from it. So I guess it's not really weed, but the oil you get from it, which is CBD and CBG, which helps out with mitigating anxiety and also making you feel better. There's, I think, CBG, I don't know how it works neurochemically, but I know CBG helps out with boosting your mood a bit. And I do microdose, like about 5 milligrams every day for that, and I've been doing that for the past month and a half, and my tolerance levels are getting higher, so unfortunately I would have to go up to like, something like 7 to 8, and slowly, increase the portions. So that's working pretty well. I like it. It helps out with my general mood stability and whatnot, and it keeps me productive. Now, also, I've been consuming more energy drinks like caffeine and whatnot, and I wouldn't say that's the healthiest way, but it also helps out with, like, especially when you're working in a demanding job and you need the energy. It's good as a tool. The thing is, like, I'm still drinking coffee in the morning out of habit, and I have to go decaf, and I've heard there's something called like Swiss water or something, which is decaf, but supposedly a lot better than the standard decaf you'd get from most grocery stores and whatnot, because typically, when you're decaffeinating the beans, you kind of like you cook it for an extended period of time, so they're kind of charred in comparison to standard caffeinated coffee. So yeah, I mean, when you roast it is what I meant to say. So you tend to roast it longer, and it tends to taste more charred, and it's not really much of a coffee as much as a coffee tastes as decaf. But supposedly Swiss water is a good replacement for that, or alternative. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking at that, and I think I'll get that from the grocery store. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of excitement. This is like what typically runs through my head. I wouldn't say typically, but this is what's going through my head right now. So I'm just, yeah. Anyways, so there's that, and yeah, I don't know. I really want to go to the gym more. I don't know. Like, I may just stick with cardiovascular activity. Like, So I'm gonna do that more often. So I try to run Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the morning, because that's a really good time to do that since I usually am like pretty damn busy from the morning, late morning onwards. So on average is what I meant to say. So yeah, I try to do early morning activity, physical activity, and then I have my work stuff, and then I try to carve out some time for fun on Mondays. I think a few Mondays ago I went to a couple of other. I've been exploring the city a lot more. I don't feel like having to explain everything, but yeah, I've been exploring a lot more, and just being generally outside. I have not been in my apartment just because of one being just busyness, I guess. I've been outside a lot, and that's why I just don't have the time for this kind of stuff anymore. Because when I get back home, I just want to like rest and like scroll on my phone and watch YouTube and go to sleep. And I don't really play video games really. Sometimes I get on games, but it's just that's a rare occasion. I'm kind of burnt out at this point. I've been looking to go on vacation pretty soon. I'm hopefully I want to. My birthday is right around the corner. It's August 5th, so I may do like a little hiatus for a few days outside of the city, like to Milwaukee, or think about camping or something. And so I can just rent a car, and I still have to get some tools for that because I don't have a tent, and it's easy to get firewood on the way there, so that would be easy. So I'm not 100% sure about my plan, but it would probably be by myself because I like doing things by myself. But yeah, there are a few people I would consider going with. That would be fun. So I think I would probably do that for like at the beginning of August because I don't really have time in July. It's just too goddamn busy right now. So, and then I would have to put my 2-week notice in. So, my employers know, obviously. So, so there's that. Just waiting to see if there's anything else I want to share. I don't think I really have much else to share. I kind of was planning on just vegging out on my couch for the rest of the night before I do anything tomorrow, which is my one day off for the week. I was planning on like just maybe going downtown or maybe taking one of the bikes and just riding down the lakefront. Nothing crazy, probably just anything that's relaxed. And I had to run as well. Well, that already specified, but that'll be in the morning. And then from like late morning to the afternoon, I'd probably do something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to a museum down there. There's a library I wanted to visit. It's actually called the Ryerson Burnham Library. Supposedly a nice library. And yeah, we'll see. I'll be by myself, but I tend to like just spontaneously start talking to people because I get bored at times when I'm by myself, and like it happens to be within context in most cases. Sometimes if I feel brave enough, then I'll just like, especially if it's somebody that I consider to be attractive, then I usually talk to them or try to. That's basically it. I've done so many things. I don't know, like maybe if I continue this, then I'm sure I will have a lot of other things that'll pop into my head that happened in the past month or so. There was a lot of craziness with one of my the job that I have for the parks was kind of absurd just because of the transition process of the new hires and whatnot, and me having to deal with it being a recurring seasonal worker that was very stress-inducing, having to do that and babysit younger people. So there's quite a lot of stuff that happened with that. And then I wouldn't say that. The other thing is, I wouldn't say much about like the restaurant. There was nothing unordinary. It's just a lot of stress and dealing with just normal restaurant things. There's nothing crazy, but you do see some interesting things when you work in the park district in Chicago. So I guess there's that, but yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I have a lot of books that I want to read too, that I've or aside from all of the other ones that I've talked about and compiled in my list of books to read. So I don't feel like having to list it out. I do have a spreadsheet filled with them, and it's just like I don't know like where to even put that time. You know what I mean? Because with all this stuff that I'm doing now, the 50 hours plus trying to be outside and being social, plus the physical activity and keeping myself relatively healthy. Through cardiovascular activity. Usually, I don't really, again, like I don't care about the gym much, but I can see why people like it. So it just all that together is very hard for me, at least. I'm not used to doing this much, and this is why I'm burnt out, and this is why I'm looking for, I would say, a decently long vacation, like I mentioned already. So, yeah. Your boy's tired, man. I don't know why I said it like that, but yep. Anyways, I think I'm going to rest for now. Bye. If I